Good morning. Today on Spotlight, an exit conversation with Mark Totten, the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan. Tomorrow, he becomes private citizen again. So what's next? He'll tell us. And later on our Sunday morning program, Kall, Director of Debate at the University of Michigan, on the Trump inauguration. And we'll also talk to CEO Priscilla Perkins about her mission at the Accounting Aid Society. It's Sunday, January the 19th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. May of 2022. That's when you took office.
That's
Has
right.
it been a fast 2 years?
It has, actually almost 3 years, but it's been an amazing experience. I'm so honored to have had the privilege to serve, led an incredible group of folks in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District, and I think we've really made some important strides forward.
Yeah, of course, on this side of the state is U.S. Attorney Dawn Eisen. She'll be exiting real soon as well. But you all have had a chance to work together.
She's been both a colleague and a friend, and I know a lot of the U.S. attorneys around the United States, but I don't know anyone as well as I do Dawn. And we've really worked together to talk about ideas, ways we can strengthen our work. For example, we wanted to strengthen our civil rights efforts, and the Eastern District has long made some significant investments in civil rights, and so Dawn had a lot of great guidance for me as we began that work, and we've talked about some of the successes we've had on our side that I think have been helpful for her as well.
Sure. Mr. U.S. Attorney, if you had to reflect back and say the hallmark of my administration in this position was, fill in the blank.
You know, it's hard to narrow it down to one thing. There's certainly a few things that rise to the very top of the list. You know, our work protecting children, I think, as an especially vulnerable population has been really important for us. I think about our case that involved the death of Jordan DeMay, the 17-year-old high school student from Marquette, Michigan, who was the victim of sextortion. Working with the FBI, who just did fantastic work here, we successfully extradited and then prosecuted 2 of the defendants that were responsible for that. First time there had ever been an extradition from Nigeria for sextortion. I think that case really started a national conversation about this emerging threat, the threat of cell phones and online access, and the threats that are out there. And I think the investigation and our prosecution really set a benchmark for how to respond to these cases. I think about the Rashad Trice, a different type of case that also involved a child. This was the horrible death of 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith, who was kidnapped and then killed, dumped here in Detroit. And you know, we worked closely with the Eastern District. All of our investigative partners across the state were involved. It was a massive turnout, and we were able to secure a life sentence for that crime. And so there's a lot of great work, but certainly the work we've done to protect children has been near the top of the list.
Across this nation, we've got a gun violence problem. What, if anything, is the solution to it, or is it too big of a problem to even get our arms around anymore?
So when I came into office in 2022, the numbers were some of the highest we've seen in 30 years, going back to the mid-1990s. And there's one statistic that I never want to get used to. I don't think we ever should. That is, starting in 2021, the #1 cause of death for kids was gun violence, and that is still the case today, and that is unacceptable. You know, we have here in our district have tried to focus on what we understand to be the drivers of violence. 2 of those important ones are people who are shooters, who are willing to pull a trigger and kill somebody, and then also illegal firearms trafficking. And so, you know, we're never going to prosecute our way out of this problem. It requires an all hands on deck approach that includes parents and loved ones and social services and hospitals and a whole range of response. But we've tried to do our part to help bring those numbers down. And over the past 3 or 4 years, we've seen a pretty significant past 2 or 3 years, seen a pretty significant decline. So the needs in Kent County and Grand Rapids are going to look different from what Houghton County looks like. You know, and I think that's the same between districts. Obviously, Detroit is a major population center in the United States. We don't have anything that large in the Western District, and there are some unique challenges that come there. But you know, we experience gun violence in several of our larger urban centers as well. Some of our smaller places actually experience some gun violence as well. And we just try to be responsive and helpful given the needs of the particular community.
Mark Totten, hold your point for just a second. We need to rush to a quick little break. We'll hurry right back with the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan right after this. Tomorrow, January 20th, will be your last official day in this position. You've already submitted your resignation. That's normal procedure. You serve at the pleasure of the President of the United States, and when you're from the opposite political party and a new president is coming in from a different party, the word pleasure takes on a different meaning. What's next?
You know, I don't know. I've been in public service for 6 or 7 years. It's been an intense experience at moments. I'm looking forward to having a little bit of time off here in the transition, catching up with some friends, spending more time with my family, and then I'll figure out what's next.
Yeah. Speculation is that you're interested in become Attorney General. It's something that you tried to do before. Is that still on the table?
You know, I think there's a lot of opportunities to look at, and I really need to just kind of sit back. I ideally would have had a little more time, but it's just been really busy and demanding being U.S. Attorney, and I've been really grateful for that opportunity.
You're not ruling it out categorically and saying, I'm done with public service of any type.
You know, if there's opportunities to serve in the future, I'd certainly want to consider it, but I need a little more time to kind of figure out where I'm at and what's next.
You worked, as you said, for Governor Whitmer, were her attorney, so you saw it from the inside out. You saw that job from the inside out. Is that a job that one day down the line you could see yourself being the chief executive officer of this state?
You know, I'm not sure what's next for me, but I have found the opportunity to be in public service and to serve the public and to be in positions where I can directly protect people, to fight for victims, to try to prevent crimes, as opposed to just holding people accountable when they've happened. I just find that to be a really rewarding space. I've got to know a lot of the prosecutors across the state, and I think that's something we all share in common. It draws us to the work.
Yeah. Final question, the upside and the downside, briefly if you can, of serving as a U.S. Attorney and knowing that if an administration changes, you're going out the door and another one's coming in. Is there an upside and a downside to that system?
Yeah, so we do serve at the pleasure of the president. This is a presidentially appointed, Senate-confirmed position, and there's an understanding that you'll be here for a few years and then you'll move on. I think we just try to figure out how can we make the most of this time. I do think that what you've seen in the Department of Justice over many different administrations from both sides of the political spectrum is that there has been, especially at the career level, the level I've worked with the most, just a steady, relentless commitment to independence and impartiality. I have unending respect for the people who have demonstrated those values, and I think that type of commitment is critical to the health of our democracy. The U.S. Department of Justice is front and center in helping to uphold and preserve the rule of law, and I've been really grateful to be a part of it the past few years.
All right. U.S. Attorney Mark Totten from the Western District of Michigan, thanks so much for coming in. Best of luck in private practice, private life, and we'll wait to see what happens next.
Thanks so much, Chuck. I appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure. And coming up, we'll talk to the Director of Debate at the University of Michigan right after this. Stay with us. And welcome back to Spotlight. Joining me now is Attorney Kall. He's been on this program numerous times, too many times to count. He's Director of Debate at the University of Michigan. You're doing well?
Doing well. Great to be back. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. Okay, tomorrow morning is the inauguration day for President Donald J. Trump going back to the White House. Do you remember his speech from 2017?
Yes.
What sticks out from that?
8 years ago, the main takeaway was just the darkness of it, and kind of got labeled as the American carnage speech, talking about immigration and crime and really describing the country in a negative place at that time. So there were some highlights and positives, talking about returning government to the people, and he's very anti-establishment at that time, but just the dark and somber mood and the tone surrounding the address is what I remember the most.
Yeah, and I'll read something else from there. It started off, every 4 years, we gather on these steps to carry out the orderly and peaceful transfer of power, and we are grateful to President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama for their gracious aid throughout this transition. They have been magnificent. Of course, you look back now, some of those words probably take on a different definition depending on your political persuasion. But an inauguration is a time in order to send a message, set a tone. As someone who is involved in debate and sending messages and knowing the power of words, what would you suggest that this president has an opportunity to do with this administration?
Yeah, start the administration off on the best foot. And generally, in these addresses, the first thing the presidents do is thank the outgoing administration for their help. And I think he could start the speech by talking about Joe Biden, saying a few nice words. They did meet in the White House, and he has helped in the transition. Even saying something about Kamala Harris, about the hard-fought victory that existed right now, being gracious in the victory of the election. Jimmy Carter just passed away. Generally, in these addresses, former presidents are there. He was there for the last address in 2017, maybe mentioning something briefly there. And even Dr. Martin Luther King, the inauguration occurring on his holiday.
The same day.
And it being so close to where the I Had a Dream speech was, that would be something to just an olive branch, express some bipartisanship, get the speech off on the right message.
It's an opportunity to bring the country together after a hard-fought election, but you also have to speak to your base, don't you?
Yes, I mean, the base is the reason that he's there, and you disproportionately kind of spend time, and they're going to want to hear about, tax cut proposals, what he wants to do on immigration, his tariffs, which they like, but, that's only about half the country, and there's other things that could appeal to everyone, increasing the stock market, getting more people back to work. America First was a big theme of the first message, and so trying to get other countries to spend more on defense and, export more from the United States. So you can do both. You can both talk to your base and others, and there are policies where there's overlap. It's a very, kind of a tough needle to thread. But this address, as you mentioned, it's supposed to show continuity of government, provide good momentum for the first 100 days of the agenda. It's not like an address to a joint session of Congress or the State of the Union address. He wants
which is coming down the pipe.
Which is coming in a few months. But this is just a good, positive start and positive message about unity to the country.
And finally, there is an opportunity also here to not just talk to Americans, but to talk to people across the world, because America is such a huge political power throughout the world. People are going to be leaders from all countries, as well as average people are going to be watching to say, all right, what America are we seeing now?
Yes, everybody will be watching to look for hints of how he plans to govern, what his policies are going to be. So you have the in-person audience, the local audience, the international, and then now with social media, had clips, little lines. You want to try to get a signature line from this, and it also won't just be in real time, but then hopefully can provide momentum for days and weeks going forward, because that first 100 days of every administration is so important to get off on the right foot.
And let me turn it inward for a brief second. The University of Michigan debate team, are you guys getting ready for another championship season?
We hope so. We're headed to Dartmouth College this weekend for a debate tournament, and another one at Rutgers University. So just started the second semester at Georgetown University, and the national championship is in Spokane, Washington in April, and we'll do our best to try to bring the title home back to Ann Arbor again.
All right, go blue.
Go blue.
Aaron Kall, thanks for joining us on Spotlight. Always a pleasure talking with you. And when Spotlight returns, I'll sit down with Priscilla Perkins, CEO of the Accounting Aid Society, right after this. And welcome back to Spotlight. Joining me now is Priscilla Perkins. She is the president and CEO of the Accounting Aid Society, and welcome to Spotlight. You're doing well?
I'm doing well, and thank you so much for having me.
You survived the holidays.
I survived the holidays.
That's a good thing. All right, I know your background was in healthcare, and you shifted over and became the leader of the Accounting Aid Society. Tell us a little history about the Accounting Aid Society. How long has it been around?
Wow, the Accounting Aid Society was established in 1972. It was established by a group of CPAs in this community when the IRS started the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. This program was designed to ensure more equity and accessibility to tax filing and tax preparation for low and moderate income families.
All right, we've started 2025. That's good news that we've gone into another year, but this is coming up on your real crunch period of time, January to April. Is that a fair guess?
Exactly. We do the most tax returns we do January through April, Chuck, in around 30 sites. But we do taxes and help provide services to small businesses and those who have trouble with the IRS year-round. So about 5 of our sites are open year-round, and the rest of the time we partner with various community sites and provide this wonderful services at no cost.
So if I ran into you at a street corner and you had about 30 seconds before that light was getting ready to change and had to tell me in just a brief nut period, and I walked up and I said, Priscilla Perkins, why would I need the Accounting Aid Society? What would you say?
I would say to be sure that you had taken advantage of all the tax credits and refunds due you. The Earned Income Tax Credit is important for low-income working families. The Child Tax Credit is important, and also the Child Dependency Tax Credit is important. Be sure you get what's due to you, and you can only get those by filing your income tax forms.
All right. There are a lot of different organizations, nonprofits, some are profit-making, that will help do taxes for people. You don't service everybody, but you have a certain clientele, correct?
Yes, we service households that have incomes of $67,000 and below. About 50% of our clients are seniors on fixed incomes. We help those families who have challenges with dependent care. We help those families who meet the income level and are trying to get kids through college and can take advantage of some of the credits we have to offer. But what we offer to people is a safe, reputable space, Chuck, to get their taxes done. We are partners with the IRS. My first way I toot our horn is that we've been around for 53 years. We have a 97% track record, 97% accuracy rate. 70+% of our clients return to us via word of mouth and want to give us another chance. We do right by people, and I think the best report card we have is that accuracy rate. And the comfortable setting we provide, the privacy we provide. Realize we don't keep any documents. Everything we utilize to prepare taxes goes back to the taxpayer. Now what we do, our volunteers who get trained, enter everything into a database that goes directly to the IRS. We don't keep people's information. The risk of having your information taken from us, our agency, is very, very low to non-existent.
I know you have staff that's always there, but you also need volunteer help, correct?
Yes, we do. We rely on hundreds of volunteers. Traditionally, you think of the name, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. And throughout the late fall, early winter season, and now through February, we will be providing opportunities to get trained. We ask that anyone interested, you don't have to be a CPA, you don't have to be a financial whiz, you don't have to be a tax specialist to do this work. This is
You will train people who may not already have that training.
Exactly, and no intimidation necessary. You go to a computer screen, it's like, Chuck, paint by numbers. You press this button to put in this number.
I could even do it, right?
You and I both. I go to the training every year. Right. But what we're just asking is, I remember a volunteer sharing this with me, Chuck. She says, look, I can't write a $10,000 check to your organization out of my own bank account. What I can do is service 10 people minimally, and it's the same thing. That about $15,000 goes back into the community because our average return, refunds, credits is about $1,500 per person. All it is it's an 8-hour training session. We take good care of you. You have experts who have been certified by the IRS. And when you do the work at the tax site, Everything is checked. We must do quality reviews. There's a volunteer standard you have to follow, an ethics code you have to follow. So we are nice and friendly, but you get a chance to work in some pretty nice tax sites and meet some wonderful people and do some good work. We tend to have sites that are near public transportation. So we try to help people with that.
Make it as easy as possible.
We have a call center that answers questions, so we make it as easy as possible. So we encourage people to contact us.
What's the biggest challenge your organization faces?
Getting people to understand that you don't have to, at a 67,000 household income or less, pay to get your taxes done. You don't have to pay extra as some of the private companies charge you to get your earned income tax credit. You don't have to pay extra to get your child tax credit. You don't have to pay to get your 1040 done. And that you get as good a quality, safe interaction as you would if you chose to pay $300 to $800 to get the same work done.
Question, do you in your role as president and CEO, do you have to from time to time lobby, whether it's legislators in Lansing or it's city councils or other organizations, to get some of the governmental tools that you may need to help do what you do?
We have great partners. At the state level, we work through CEDAM, the Michigan Nonprofit Association. We go through other organizations to advocate to ensure, for instance, last year the governor signed into law that the state of Michigan will match the federal EITC at 30%. It had dropped to 6%, and we were grateful for that. So that helps families. So yes, we often find ourselves in spaces through partnerships advocating for low and moderate income working families.
Final question. I can tell you're enjoying your work.
I do.
Because you're serving the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, Chuck. And I have to tell you how I came to this. It's because of my parents, who were moderate income earners all their lives, laborers all their lives. And I remember my dad once getting me to do his tax return. And at the time, we had a change in administration, and lower income people were paying more. He owed $300, and I couldn't believe when I looked at his total salary that he had to pay $300. So he didn't believe me, and he went and he paid $300 to get his taxes done, to have them tell him the same thing. And when I was about to take this job, my father passed away suddenly and unexpectedly.
Sorry.
And I almost didn't, but I was encouraged to think about it. And I feel like I've come full circle. I'm serving the very people that raised me and molded me into what I am. So I love what I do, Chuck, because I understand the challenges that people face with dealing with the IRS.
All right. Thanks for coming in. Keep doing the good work that you're doing. Tell that young man, Hugh Perkins, I said hi, and hope he's enjoying retirement while you're working hard.
That's right. Remind him of that, Chuck. Thank you so much.
And thanks so much for coming in.
You're most welcome.
And I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the spotlight. We hope you have a great week.